Okay, let's get into your reading, Leo. Okay, right now, at this very moment, you are being watched like an absolute hawk. And it is for the most shocking, most beautiful reason. Because everything you have wished for, hoped for, and tried to manifest is about to come into your life. And forces you cannot see are moving heaven and earth to bring it to you. Let me tell you something. If you are watching this, you are so, so lucky. You are so, so blessed. You are being watched like an absolute hawk right now. This might sound creepy. It might sound scary, but it is not. It is the best thing that could happen to you at this very point in time, that you are being watched like an absolute hawk. Let me tell you something. There is spiritual connection, spiritual protection, and spiritual power that is looming over you literally right now. There are certain things that you have wanted, you have wished for, you have hoped for, you have been trying to manifest and have in your life. And let me tell you something, the fact that you are being watched so heavily right now is a sign that very soon these things are going to come into fruition for you. Whether you have wanted a lot of money, a lot of success, a lot of happiness, a lot of better health, joy, your own family, marriage, commitment, whatever you have wanted is going to start happening for you because you are so, so powerfully blessed. Let me tell you something, okay? People want spiritual protection. People crave spiritual protection, and they look for signs, and they want this, and they pray, and they meditate, and you have this already around you. You have found this for a reason. Spirit is telling me to tell you that you already are so spiritually protected. You literally have, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels around you working behind the scenes to make things happen for you. And they want me to tell you that you are so divinely protected that you will never have to worry about money in your life again. Your family will never have to worry about money again because of you. You will never have to worry about your partner being, this or being that, or running away or this or that, because you will be in such a stable, fulfilling relationship. If you're not already, you will be in one that you just don't have to think about that. There'll be other things in your life, to think about and to do and, to go here and go there. You will not be worrying about the same things that you are worrying about right now. Those worries are going to be truly gone. And I want you to claim this. Comment down below, my worries are gone. My worries are taken care of. Because you know who's going to take care of your worries. Your spiritual protection, your angels, your ancestors, and your spirit guides. They are going to take care of your worries. Give your worries to them. Okay, I am telling you, surrender your worries to them. Let them take care of it all. I'm telling you something very, very powerful right now, okay, that I have never said in a reading before. You are so, so divinely protected that you are going to see very soon things work out for you. And I want you to claim this because I have laced this reading with energy, okay? That if you claim this, it is yours. Watch what happens, okay? Interact with this reading. The better you interact with this reading, the sooner all of this starts to happen for you. I am not even joking. You are going to go through a transformation like how a caterpillar turns into a butterfly by going into a cocoon where it's dark and it's lonely. You have gone through that exact phase. I know it. You have felt like it's dark, it's lonely. No one cares. No one's there for you. Everyone's living their life. Everyone's getting ahead in their life. But let me tell you something. There's lots of caterpillars in the world, okay? And you may think, oh my God, That caterpillar has gone 10 times more forward than me, but who cares? Because you are going to turn into a butterfly and you're going to fly 10 times more than any of those other caterpillars will anyway. Your path is very, very different to those other caterpillars, those ground caterpillars, okay, that just sort of crawl on the ground. You were supposed to turn into a butterfly. Your life is going to be so different in the future that you will not recognize yourself. You will physically be unable to recognize yourself because you will be flying and you'll be like, oh my gosh, look, a bee. Oh my gosh, look, a dragonfly. You will not come across caterpillars. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. You've been surrounded by so many caterpillars and random bugs and things, on the ground. And you've been thinking, oh my God, they've got so far ahead in life. But then you turned into a butterfly and you're on another level. And that is exactly where you are going to be. And I need you to know that, okay, you need to know that you are going to be living a life that you cannot even fathom to understand right now. And you know that you will. Because deep down in your soul, you knew. Okay, this is how you know. You've had certain dreams and ambitions that certain people might say, oh, that's too much. That's unrealistic. No, it's not. Because those dreams were put into your mind, your soul, and your energy for a reason. Because your future self already has it. There are some people on this planet that do not care about certain things. Like, oh, I want this much stability. Or, oh, I want to settle down. Or, oh, I want to have this much money in my life. They just don't care, They just know that, okay, that's just not going to happen for me. But you've always thought to yourself, yes, I'm going to be wealthy. Yes, I'm going to be happy. Yes, I'm going to have this kind of relationship. Yes, I'm going to have that. Because your soul in the future already has it. And you're just being pulled in that direction by your future self. Okay, let me tell you something. Butterflies, you can't make this up. It is a sign, okay? It is a sign. We've got 2 cards here with butterfly wings. I have like goosebumps. Literally, I'm not even joking. You are going to see butterflies, okay? Over the next 24 hours, you will see either physical butterflies or a sign, of someone talking about a butterfly. Or if you're watching a film, you'll see like a butterfly. You will see something related to a butterfly, okay? I'm not even joking. You're going to turn into a butterfly. Yes, it's a sign. And this is how it works as a reader, right? I say something, it comes out on the cards. And that just gives you more clarity. At the end of the day, I just love that happens because I do a lot of spiritual practice behind the scenes to ensure that my readings are the best possible, but also to really ensure accuracy and to give you that layer of clarity that you need, because trust between a reader and yourself is very important, right? But I'm telling you, like the 2 of Pentacles, you're going to be juggling bigger fish. You're going to be juggling bigger things. Like when I tell you, you're going to be juggling huge amounts of money. You're going to be juggling, huge amounts of stability. Where to go. The things that you're worrying about right now are going to be very small drops of things, okay? Very small drops of rain in comparison to the waves of happiness and the waves of joy that you're going to be feeling and the waves of pleasure you'll feel in the future. Like these just little tiny raindrops, So don't worry is what I would say. Don't worry, be happy. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles here, very, very important. Don't worry, you're going to be living a very rich life. The 9 of Pentacles is about riches in terms of, listen, very good health, because you have all the chakras here. You will have riches in terms of land. You will have riches in terms of like money, okay? That you will have physical money and you'll have riches in terms of just feeling your best, looking your best, being your best. And also the justice here shows justice being served in your life. Don't worry, everything's going to come together. That's why you have angels, ancestors, and spirit guides over you. It's all coming. Do not worry. Do not panic. You're going to be like a butterfly floating to heights and going to heights that you have never dreamt of. Your path is very different to those around you. Please do not compare yourself in thinking that they are 10 times more further away from you because they might be, 10 times further. And you might think, wow, they're doing so well in their life, but you're going to be like flying over them at one point. And there's no comparison, genuinely no comparison. Don't upset yourself having these comparisons right now because the future is very different. It's like chalk and cheese. Okay. And I want to stay with you a little longer, okay? Because there is so much more in these cards, and I don't want you to leave without hearing all of it. Let me start, with the thing that opened this whole reading. You are being watched, and I know the reader said it might sound creepy, might sound scary, but I want you to really understand why it's the opposite. Because being watched, in this way doesn't mean someone is hunting you. It means you are being guarded. The way a hawk watches over what it loves. The way a parent keeps eyes on a child crossing the street. This watching is protection. It's presence. It's the feeling of not being as alone as you may have thought. And I think, that matters so much because of what the reader said next about the caterpillar phase, about the dark, the lonely, the feeling that no one cares, no one's there, everyone else is getting ahead. Because if you felt that, truly felt it, then hearing that you've been watched over this whole time changes the story. You were never as alone in that cocoon as it felt. And I want to sit, with the spiritual protection the reader kept naming, the ancestors, the spirit guides, the angels. Because whatever you believe about the specifics, the message underneath is one I want you to hold. You are supported by more than you can see. The reader said something, so striking, that people pay for spiritual protection, pray for it, crave it, search for signs of it, and you already have it. You didn't have to earn it. You didn't have to buy it. It's simply around you, and this reading, finding you, is one of the signs you've been looking for. And I want to spend real time, on the butterfly, because it's the heart of this reading, and it's one of the most hopeful symbols the cards could have given you. The reader saw it, 2 cards with butterfly wings, and got goosebumps because the metaphor fit you so perfectly. And I want to walk through it slowly because every part of it means something for you. A caterpillar, doesn't gradually become a butterfly. It doesn't grow wings a little at a time. What actually happens is far stranger and far more beautiful. The caterpillar goes into the cocoon, and inside, in the dark, it dissolves. Almost completely, it breaks down into a kind of formless soup, and from that, it rebuilds itself into something entirely new. And I want you to hear, why that matters. Because the dark, lonely phase you went through, the one where you felt like you were falling apart, like nothing made sense, like you'd lost who you were. That wasn't you failing. That was the dissolving. That was the necessary breaking down that had to happen before you could be rebuilt into the butterfly. So if you felt, like you came apart in the dark, like you're not who you used to be and not yet who you're becoming, I want you to understand that's not a breakdown. It's a metamorphosis. You were never broken. You were transforming. And the reader made, such a powerful point about the other caterpillars, the ones who seem 10 times further ahead, the people you've watched getting on with their lives while you were in the dark. And I want you to really take in what she said. It does not matter, because a butterfly, and a caterpillar are not on the same path. The caterpillar measures progress by how far it's crawled along the ground, but you are about to fly. And once you're in the air, the whole race you thought you were losing stops meaning anything because you're not even on the ground anymore. You're somewhere they can't follow. And I want to draw out, the future self piece, because it might be the most profound thing the reader said. Your dreams were put in you because your future self already has them. And I want you to really sit, with that idea, because it reframes every big dream you've ever been talked out of. The reader said it. Certain people might have called your dreams too much, unrealistic, and maybe you started to believe them. Maybe you shrank the vision to make it more acceptable, more reasonable, more like everyone else's. But here's the reframe, Those dreams didn't come from nowhere. They were placed in you, in your mind, your soul, your energy. And the reason you can't shake them, the reason they keep tugging at you, no matter how many times you're told to be realistic, is that they're not fantasies. They're memories of a future that already exists, pulling you toward it. Because the reader said, something I find so moving. There are people on this planet who simply don't want the things you want, who don't crave the stability, the settling down, the wealth, the deep relationship, and that's fine for them. But you have always known deep down, yes, I'm going to be wealthy. Yes, I'm going to be happy. Yes, I'm going to have that kind of love. And that knowing, isn't arrogance. It isn't delusion. It's your future self calling back to you saying, keep coming. It's real. I'm already here. I already have it. The desire itself is the evidence. You wouldn't feel the pull toward a life that wasn't yours to reach. And right now, I want you to take a slow breath with me. Breathe in the truth that you are protected, watched over, guided, and destined for a life far bigger than the one you're in now. And breathe out the loneliness of the cocoon, the comparison, the fear that you fell behind. You were only transforming. And I want to draw out, the Two of Pentacles, because the reader gave it such a vivid, hopeful reading. And I want to make sure you feel the full weight of it. The Two of Pentacles, shows a figure juggling two coins, balancing them in a flowing infinity loop with big waves rolling in the background. And normally it's about balancing what you have. But the reader saw something bigger. She said, you're going to be juggling bigger fish, bigger things, huge amounts of money, huge amounts of stability, decisions about where to go. And I love, how she framed it. The things you're worrying about right now will become tiny raindrops compared to the waves of happiness and joy and abundance coming your way, because that's such a shift in scale. The problems that feel enormous today will one day feel small, not because they didn't matter, but because your life will have grown so much larger around them. And I want to sit, with the Nine of Pentacles, because it painted the richness the reader promised, and it's rich in every sense. The Nine of Pentacles, is a woman standing alone in a lush vineyard she built herself, golden coins around her, a falcon on her hand. And the reader read it as riches on every level, not just money, though she said physical money too, but riches of health, riches of land, the richness of feeling your best, looking your best, being your best. Because that's the fullest kind, of wealth. Not just numbers in an account, but a whole life that feels abundant, a body that feels good, a spirit at ease, a sense of standing in your own vineyard and knowing you built it. And the justice card, sealed it. Justice being served in your life. And I want you to feel the fairness in that. Because if you've been through the dark cocoon, if you've struggled, if you've watched others seem to have it easier, justice is the promise that the scales balance, that what you've endured gets repaid, that the universe keeps account and your account is about to be paid in full. And I want to touch, on something the reader said that I don't want you to skim past, that she laced this reading with energy, and that the more you interact with it, the sooner it all begins. And whatever you make, of that literally, there's a real truth underneath it. And it's about participation, because manifestation isn't passive. It's not just waiting for the universe to hand you things while you sit still. It's a partnership. You claim it, you affirm it, you act as if it's already yours. And that energy you put out is what the universe meets you with. So when the reader asks, you to comment, my worries are gone. My worries are taken care of. It's not just engagement for the video. It's you declaring a new reality out loud. It's you telling your own subconscious and the universe, I am choosing to believe this is mine. Because words, have weight. The things you say about your life become the lens you see it through. Say, I'm always struggling, and you notice every struggle. Say, my worries are taken care of, and you start to notice the evidence of exactly that. The claiming isn't magic separate from you. It's you turning toward the life that's already reaching for you. So claim it, Not because a video told you to, but because you deserve to speak about your life the way your future self already does, with certainty, with peace, with the quiet knowing that you are protected, provided for, and on your way. And before I close, I want to come back to the promise the reader made that might have been almost too big to take in. You will never have to worry about money again. And I want to slow down, on that. Because if you've lived with money worry, you know how deep it goes. It's not just about numbers. It's the tightness every time a bill arrives. It's the mental math running constantly in the background. It's lying awake, doing the calculations, the quiet fear that never fully switches off. And the reader said, not only will that lift for you, but your family will never have to worry about money again because of you. And I want you to feel the magnitude of that, because it makes you the turning point. The one who breaks the worry for everyone who comes after. The cycle breaker. The butterfly whose flight lifts the whole family line. And she said something, just as beautiful about love. That you will be in a relationship so stable, so fulfilling, that you won't have to think about it. You won't lie awake wondering if they'll leave, if they're being honest, if it will last. That whole category of worry will simply be gone, freeing you to think about the good things instead, where to go, what to build, what to enjoy. And I want you to notice, the pattern in all of it. The reader isn't just promising you things. She's promising you the end of worry the money worry, gone. The relationship worry, gone. The falling behind worry, gone. Because a protected life isn't only an abundant one, it's a peaceful one. And peace, after everything you've carried, might be the greatest blessing of them all. Which brings me, to the worries the reader told you to surrender, because it's such a tender and practical piece of this reading. She said, give your worries to your protection, to your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides. Surrender them. Let them carry it. And I want you to feel how much relief is being offered to you there, because carrying worry alone is exhausting. And whatever you believe, about the specifics, the practice underneath is real and powerful. Setting the worry down, naming it, and then choosing to release it to something larger than you. Because so much of what we worry about is the stuff we can't control anyway, and gripping it doesn't fix it. It just wears us down. So I want you, to take the reader up on it tonight, or whenever this finds you. Name the worry you've been carrying, the money, the relationship, the future, whatever it is, and consciously hand it over. Say, I surrender this. I am protected. I am watched over. This is not mine to carry alone. And notice how much lighter you feel when you do. And let me gather it all up for you, one more time. The spiritual protection watching over you like a hawk. The butterfly cards. Your transformation out of the dark. The Two of Pentacles. The abundance you'll soon juggle. The Nine of Pentacles. Riches of money, health, and self. And justice. The scales finally balancing in your favor. With one truth above all. You are so divinely protected that your worries are already being taken care of. So let me lay this all out one final time, slowly, so it settles. You are being watched, not by a threat, but by love, by ancestors, guides, and angels working behind the scenes to bring you everything you've wished for. The dark, lonely season you went through was never you failing. It was the cocoon, and you are emerging as something you won't even recognize, a butterfly rising above a race you were never really running. Money, health, love, stability, the whole life your future self already holds is being pulled toward you, and the scales of justice are tipping in your favor at last. One message. The dark wasn't the end of you, it was the cocoon you needed to become who you truly are. And if this reading found you, comment down below, my worries are gone, my worries are taken care of, and let the universe hear you claim it. Like this reading, and subscribe to Moonveil Tarot, because the better you interact with this reading, the sooner all of it starts to happen for you. Share it with someone who's been in their own dark cocoon and watch the blessings come back to you both. I genuinely read every comment, even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it. Wherever you're watching this from, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You may have spent, a long time in the dark, feeling forgotten, feeling like everyone else got ahead while you fell behind, feeling like no one saw you, no one was there, no one cared. And this reading found you, to tell you that you were seen the entire time, watched over, protected, guided through the very darkness that felt so empty, and that everything you endured in there was building the wings you're about to open. So when you see the butterfly, in the next day or two, the real one, or the picture, or the word, let it be your confirmation. Your proof that the transformation is real, that the protection is real, and that the life your soul always knew was coming is finally on its way to you. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.